Breaking news out of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And baby, this is not your regular reality TV mess. This is nuclear. What do you get when Bambi and Sierra team up? Spice goes full villain. And young Jock starts playing Dr. Phil with Kirk and Mendeecees. Toxic bromance. Oh honey, you get the most explosive scandal VH1 wishes you didn't find out about. And guess what? We've got the unfiltered, uncut, unapproved by PR version, and it's going to make your wig levitate. Because apparently, sisterhood is canceled, group chats are leaking, and Zoom calls are turning into World War III. Why is Bambi dragging? Spice like it's Fashion Week and the runway is on fire. Why is Sierra tossing shade like she's in a Real Housewives reunion special? And why is Jock out here begging Kirk to clean up Mendeecees' drama like he's on Love and Hip Hop intervention? Is Spice finally being exposed for the Queen of Chaos? She really is. Are Kirk and Mendeecees about to throw hands in 720? At Who the Hell Sent the Ant? Grab your snacks, grab your receipts, and do not blink, because what you're about to hear will have you questioning everyone's loyalty, intentions, and hygiene. Let's dive into the mess they tried to keep off camera. Let's talk about what really went down behind the scenes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because what y'all saw on camera was just the tip of the messy iceberg, and trust me, this scandal runs way deeper than anyone expected it to. It all started at that so-called wellness retreat where everyone showed up pretending to be on some Zen spiritual healing journey, but within 10 minutes the claws were out, the lashes were flying, and the tea was boiling over. Bambi walked in with her usual confidence, but it didn't take long before she realized she was walking straight into a trap set up with glitter and fake smiles. Spice was already posted up, waiting like a snake in designer heels, ready to strike. The energy was tense and fake, and the moment Bambi tried to express herself, it was like everyone suddenly developed amnesia and decided to gaslight her, like she hadn't been the one holding her tongue all season. Sierra, who was supposed to be her friend, tried to play both sides, acting like she was Switzerland when really she was stirring the pot behind the scenes. And the worst part, Bambi could see it all happening in real time, and no one was even trying to hide it anymore. Spice kept throwing subliminals, acting like she was unbothered, but anyone with two eyes and half a functioning brain could see. She was on a mission to make Bambi look like the villain. But baby, the real twist is Bambi wasn't having it this time. She didn't come to play nice, she came to clear the air, and if that meant burning a few bridges, then so be it. She started calling it out on the spot, telling Sierra how she felt betrayed, how the same energy wasn't being given to Rashida or Yandi, how everyone walked on eggshells around certain people, but came at her with full force. And let me tell you, Sierra looked like she got caught red-handed. She tried to laugh it off, change the subject, talk about some cover party, like we were all supposed to forget the betrayal, but Bambi wasn't letting that slide. Meanwhile, Jock was out here playing therapist for grown men, like this was a VH1 intervention special. He's sitting Kirk down, telling him that he better check Mendeecees before things go even more left. According to Jock, Mendeecees has been venting that Kirk let Rashida go too far, talking reckless about him and Yandi. And now Mendeecees is feeling some type of way. And instead of handling it like a man, Kirk's just brushing it off like it's not his problem, which Jock says is the exact reason why things are spiraling. Now, here's the wild part. Jock is over here saying he don't care if they need to hop on Zoom. It's just to settle things because the tension is getting out of hand. And if they don't handle it soon, someone's going to say or do something that can't be undone. And he's not wrong, because while the girls are busy throwing shade and fake hugs, the guys are plotting in the background, pretending like they above the drama, but their egos are bruised and it's about to get ugly. And let's not even pretend like Spice is innocent in any of this, because the moment she got to that retreat, she was looking for a moment. She started dropping hints about some mystery video of someone talking to her man and implying that Bambi had something to do with it, which is wild considering Bambi barely even looks in Spice's direction these days. And then came the comments, calling Bambi nasty, saying she stinks, and claiming her man told her that too. Who says that on a retreat meant for healing? I mean, really, this ain't love and peace. This is love and hip-hop and lawsuits waiting to happen. Then you got Sierra acting all supportive in private, but turning into a background cheerleader for Spice in public, and Bambi clocked it instantly. She's tired of being the one getting dogpiled while everyone else gets a free pass. She even said point blank that she's not going to keep kissing Spice's behind just to be included, and that if Spice doesn't want to be a real friend, then that's fine. But she's done pretending. And while all that's happening back at the guys, Corner Jock's still trying to convince Kirk to be the grown-up in this situation and stop acting like Yandi and Rashida going off on Mendeecees is just casual talk. He told Kirk straight up that Mendeecees feels disrespected, and if Kirk doesn't shut it down, it's going to blow up and drag everybody into it. And guess what? Jock is right again, because the streets are already talking, and not just about the drama, but about those leaked voice memos. And baby, if you thought things couldn't get messier, buckle up. Apparently, there's audio floating around that puts Mendeecees in some very compromising conversations with women who are definitely not Yandi, and now people are coming out the woodwork saying he was creeping in Dubai and the UK all in the same week. One girl even hit up a cast member with receipts saying Mendeecees was linking up while his wife was busy posting family photos online. And now the cast is buzzing, the producers are scrambling, and Yandi is allegedly trying to control the narrative before things get worse. Meanwhile, Bambi just trying to stay out of it all because she's had enough fake energy to last her a lifetime. But even she can't fully detach because everyone keeps dragging her name into every storyline and every fight like she's the common denominator. But the truth is, she's just the one with enough backbone to call it what it is, and now she's got Sierra second-guessing every move because that cover party Bambi's about to attend, it might be the last time they're in the same room without throwing drinks. And just like that, the tension went from reality TV drama to real-life chaos, because by the time Sierra's magazine cover party rolled around, everyone was walking in with fake smiles and silent grudges. Bambi showed up like she promised, but the energy was off from the second she stepped in the door. She tried to play it cool, nodding and giving her polite little hellos, but you could feel it in the air like something was about to pop, and right on cue, here comes Spice walking in like she owns the room, full beat, hair laid. But that same shady smirk on her face, the one that screams, "I got something to say, but I'm going to wait until the camera's rolling," and Bambi clocked it from across the room, but instead of reacting, she decided to let the tension build, because sometimes silence hits harder than a read. And Sierra, bless her heart, tried to keep it all together, playing host, smiling like she wasn't watching two ticking time bombs circling the bar. Then to make it worse, Rashida walks in acting like she's not halfway involved in the mess, giving Bambi a side eye, like she's the problem, when the truth is, Rashida been running her mouth about Mendeecees, and now she's mad the heat is coming back around. And it didn't stop there, because while the girls were trying to pretend they were sipping champagne and not hot tea, Jock was backstage trying to get Kirk to act like a grown man again. Jock literally pulled Kirk aside like, "Listen bro, you gotta say something, because Mendeecees is coming unhinged, and if this thing blows, it's going to get messy for everybody," Jock said. And I quote, "I don't care if you send a smoke signal or hire a skywriter. You need to talk to Mendeecees before." He starts talking to the blogs, and that's when Kirk finally looked like he was starting to get it, because the last thing he wants is his name in another scandal, especially when he's barely cleaned up the last one. And while that little bro to bro talk was happening, Mendeecees was across town meeting with a very familiar face. A certain ex-friend of the cast who just so happened to have her own receipts. Now, allegedly, this woman claims she was involved with Mendeecees months after his vow renewal with Yandi, and not only that, she has pictures, messages, and a voice memo where he allegedly talks about how fake the whole ceremony was. Now, if that's not reality TV gold, I don't know what is. And somehow word of that meeting made its way back to the party, because within minutes the mood shifted. Spice was now smirking even harder. Rashida looked like she wanted to disappear, and Sierra was just praying nobody brought it up on camera. But Bambi, she wasn't about to. Let this go. She pulled Sierra to the side and point-blank asked her why she was playing both sides. You say you support me, but you laughing it up with the same woman that's been coming for me all season, Bambi said. And Sierra had no words, just blinking and stuttering like she didn't think Bambi would confront her mid-party and before she could even come up with a lie. Zell's swag popped up like a messy little gremlin with a phone in hand talking about y'all not gonna believe what I just got, and of course everyone believed it was more dirt on Bambi's man or something wild about Carly. Read, but no, this time it was worse. It was the voice memo from Mendeecees. And baby, when I say jaws dropped the moment it started playing, it was his voice clear as day, talking reckless about Yandi, saying things like, she knows what it is, this ain't no fairy tale. Marriage, I do what I do and she handles her part. And the whole room went silent because now it wasn't just gossip or shade. It was proof, and just like that, everything shifted. Sierra looked like she saw a ghost. Rashida grabbed her drink and started speed walking toward the exit, and spies. Well, she had the audacity to laugh like it was all one big joke and Bambi standing there shaking her head like, I told y'all I'm not the problem. I'm the one telling the truth, but nobody wanted to listen, and right as things were spiraling, Jock walked back in and saw the chaos, and he knew exactly what happened. He looked at Kirk, who was now sweating bullets, and said, see, this is what I was trying to avoid. Now everybody's in it and nobody's safe. And Kirk just kept saying, we need to get ahead of this before it hits the internet, but baby, it was already too late because Zell, being the drama courier he is, had already sent the memo to 3 blogs and an anonymous burner account that's been dropping all the cast's secrets for weeks now. And as if that wasn't enough, the girl from Dubai, the one who claimed Mendeecees, was flying her out, hit up Sierra on DM with screenshots of a hotel booking and a picture of Mendeecees asleep with his chain on and socks halfway off, and you can't fake that kind of evidence. And now the conversation shifted from, is Mendeecees cheating to, how long has this been going on and what does Yandi actually know? And Bambi, looking real smug, said, I bet she knows everything and just plays the perfect wife for the cameras. Which had everyone side-eyeing each other like, wait, are they all faking it for storyline now? And even Jock, who usually tries to keep things light, said if this keeps going, someone's going to end up in court or worse on the next season's single. And furious and Spice loud as ever was like, well, if the shoe fits, baby, wear it and stomp. And that's when Sierra broke and said, I just wanted a cute little party for my cover shoot, not a scandal explosion. And Bambi was like, well, maybe you should pick better friends and less snakes. And that line hit the room like a slap because no one could deny it anymore. This wasn't just TV drama. This was real, and somebody's about to get exposed in a way they can't spin or delete or deny. Oh, it gets messier because right when you think the drama couldn't possibly top itself, Jock decides he's had enough of the soft giggles and shade and actually calls Kirk out in front of everybody. Jock, who's been quietly watching the chaos unfold like a man who knows too much, finally explodes and tells Kirk point blank that he needs to stop playing dumb and start handling Mendeecees before this whole thing brings down every last one of them. The tension in the room thickens like bad lace glue. Kirk tries to keep his cool, but his eyes are doing all the talking. He's not used to being put on blast, especially not by Jock, who's usually busy being the class clown. But when Jock leans in with that dead serious voice and says, if you don't check Mendeecees, the streets will, Kirk's face goes pale, the room falls quiet, because everybody knows what that means. Jock isn't talking about Twitter beef or passive-aggressive comments on IG Live. He's talking real deal consequences. The kind you don't walk back from, and suddenly this isn't just petty reality TV drama anymore. It's starting to look like a full-blown street mess with real stakes and possible fallout that no one is ready for. And just when you think Kirk's about to say something, Spice, who's been watching everything like a cat ready to pounce, stands up and claps slow and sarcastic. Her eyes locked on Jock, her mouth curled into that smirk that screams, "I got receipts." She starts to talk in that signature tone, dripping with fake sweetness, but each word sharp enough to draw blood. She says, "Oh, so now? Jock wanna act like the moral compass of Atlanta? Like you ain't got your own skeletons to worry about?" She pulls out her phone and holds it up, like it's about to drop a mixtape, but instead it plays an audio file, and the moment it starts, everyone freezes. It's Jock's voice, not just talking, but plotting, laughing, and revealing private convos about Bambi and Sierra, stuff that should have never left that retreat room, and now it's playing loud and clear in front of everybody. And you can see Bambi's entire soul leave her body. She looks at Jock like he just slapped her with a betrayal sandwich. Sierra stands up, eyes wide, and says, "Wow, so you was playing both sides the whole time?" And Jock, being Jock, tries to laugh it off. Says it's edited out of context. It's just locker room talk, but no one's buying it, and that's when Kendra storms in like she just got off a plane from hell. Her heels hitting the floor like gunshots, and baby, she is not here for the fake smiles. She goes straight to Spice, demanding to know why she's been spreading lies about her marriage. And Spice, without missing a beat, says lies or truths you ain't ready to admit. And at that point, it's not even about Mendeecees or Bambi or whoever anymore. It's a full-on verbal war zone with everyone screaming over each other and producers trying to break people apart. And just when security starts rushing in, Mendeecees walks back in like the final boss in a video game, looking calm, collected, and carrying a manila folder. He slaps it on the table and says, "Since y'all want to air everything out, let's really talk about receipts." And when he opens that folder, what's inside makes everybody gasp, because inside are photocopies of text messages, screenshots, and what looks like court paperwork. And suddenly the storyline flips. Mendeecees claims he's being set up, that there's been a long play to take him down, and that Spice and Sierra have been working with someone behind the scenes to expose him for clout. He says they were the ones leaking the retreat footage, manipulating the narrative, and painting him like the villain in Bambi. Looks over at Sierra like, "Is this true?" And Sierra doesn't even deny it. She just shrugs and says, "Well, maybe people need to see the truth." And that's when Bambi finally loses it, throws her drink across the room and screams, "You were supposed to be my friend. You were supposed to have my back." And Kirk, meanwhile, just sits there like he aged 10 years and 10 minutes. And Jock tries to slip out the side door like a kid caught stealing candy, but Kendra grabs him and says, "Not today, playboy. You gonna sit here and explain every damn word on that audio?" And as the cameras keep rolling, everyone realizes this isn't just drama for the sake of ratings. This is the kind of betrayal that changes friendships, breaks alliances, and leaves scars that no apology can fix. And as the credits threaten to roll, you hear Bambi in the background saying, "Y'all better be ready, 'cause not done yet. I got stuff that'll blow this whole thing open." And Sierra turns around and says, "Then bring it, baby. I got time and receipts. And if y'all thought this retreat was explosive, wait until part 2, because the fallout hasn't even begun. The alliances are shifting, the secrets are coming out faster than they can be buried, and the trust is officially dead and buried in Atlanta soil. So now the question is not just who started the drama, but who's going to survive it. And who's going down with the mess? Because as of now, no one's hands are clean, and the truth, well, the truth is just getting started. If you thought that was wild, trust me, we're just scratching the surface. This story is far from over, and the truth is unraveling faster than anyone can control. Secrets are being exposed, friendships are collapsing, and loyalty is getting tested in real time. So if you're as hooked as we are and you need to know what happens next in this jaw-dropping saga, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss a single update, because the next chapter is going to be even more explosive. And while you're here, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on? Do you think Bambi was set up? Is Mendeecees playing the victim? Or is he actually being targeted? Are Jock and Kirk hiding more than they're admitting? Your opinion matters, and we want to hear every juicy take. Also, share this video with your crew, because trust me, they're going to want in on this tea. This is the kind of drama that makes reality TV history, and you do not want to be the one who hears about it last. Stay locked in and stay ready, because the next episode might just change everything.